If you thought Portal 1 was great, well, get ready for Portal 2. An amazing, super funny puzzle-solving platform game that was developed and published by Valve. It was released in 2011 for Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. Also the Mac and Linux, but I'm not going to cover those as those are pretty much identical to the PC version. And wouldn't you know it, while writing this, Nintendo announced the Portal Companion Collection, which offers Portal 1 and 2. What? Obviously, I can't compare that one just yet as it's not available to own as of this video. But I will compare some screenshots they released on the EU website. It's something. Portal 2 has the player placing blue and orange portals to solve puzzles by teleporting through them. Portal 2 is just like the first game, but adds so much more. You can now have tractor beams, lasers, light bridges, and paint-like gels that alter your movement or allow portals on surfaces that normally wouldn't allow them. These features add so much more complexity to the gameplay. On top of that, Portal 2 is over double the game length, taking roughly 10 hours to beat, while Portal 1 is roughly 4 hours. On top of that, Portal 2 also offers a completely separate campaign for its co-op mode, taking roughly 5 hours to beat. That's quite the upgrade. The Nintendo Switch version will feature both Portal 1 and 2 and the complete co-op campaign for just $20. What? And another thing to note, it's the only Portal that's not developed by Valve. It's developed by NVIDIA Lightspeed Studios. The first Portal game wasn't considered a full-on game back when it first was released. It was short and only had about 8 people on the project, while Portal 2 had upwards of 40 individuals on the team. One of the dumbest ideas when creating Portal 2 was the idea to completely remove portals from the game in favor of something called f-stop. This was a great idea, but not for a Portal game. F-stop was later used by developer Lunch House for their game titled Exposure. F-stop allows users to take photos of objects, store the objects in a camera, and then replace it while rotating or scaling it. This was a fun and exciting way to expand puzzle games. Sadly, this is indeed an unfinished project that may never be playable to us gamers. It's a full-time job being a YouTuber. That's why I like to make a side-by-side. I get my games over at Scarlett's Game Store in Pretzels. It's so easy.
That'll be $20, please.
And with my Ekster Parliament wallet in steel blue, it makes this transaction a piece of cake. Oh, and a piece of cake, please.
Here you go, sir.
Oh, and stay tuned until the end of this video for a full review of this awesome wallet. Moving on to performance of the games, both the PS3 and 360 run at 720p, while the Switch version will do 720 handheld and 1080p docked. Xbox One X offers 4K enhanced visuals, but still limited with a locked 30 frames per second. Speaking of frame rate, the PS3 and 360 are locked at 30 frames, while the PC is basically whatever your computer can handle. As for me, I played it at 60 frames because I don't see any difference past that. I am unsure what the Switch version will be, but my guess is 30 frames locked. As for anti-aliasing, the PS3 is using MLAA while the 360 uses Edge Detect and Blur Filter, which explains the 360's blurrier visuals. The Switch version isn't released, but judging by these screenshots, it appears to be using some very nice anti-aliasing. Before we move on to the graphical comparisons, I want to check out the loading times. The 360 version on the One X loads super fast at 20 seconds. The PS3 comes in second place with a minute 3, and the 360 ending at a minute 15. I didn't do PC because loading on a computer depends on the user's hardware, so too many inconsistencies there. I always like to start off with just a head-to-head PS3 vs 360. The Xbox has some heavy blacks compared to the PlayStation, and maybe more jaggies. Looking at the desk, the 360 shows off some shadows here and dark as hell ones too. I don't believe the PS3 has any, but maybe they are really faint. We will know further on, I'm sure. Let's zoom in. The PlayStation 3 is definitely sharper overall, and the 360 does seem to have worse aliasing. I walked up real close to this painting and it's utter shit on every version, low quality, but the PS3 does slightly have the edge. Now, I do like the deeper blacks from the Xbox, but the PS3 does show sharper visuals. I mean, look at this TV. Let's bring the PC into the mix. One thing that really impresses me is that the consoles are exactly the same as the PC in this scene. I thought for sure they would have reduced some of the debris falling down everywhere, but nope, it's all there and exactly in sync. Looking at the elevators, the 360 looks so blurry to the eye here. The background is fine, even when you walk close up, it's still blurry. And like I said, the background is crisp. That's pretty super odd. After the elevator opens, we see the 360 just kind of, I don't want to say sucks, but it is the worst in visuals. Look at this door. The blue man is a blur. The railing here is not good. Of course it isn't so good on PlayStation 3 either. Moving to the floor, well, you see it. The cracked paint is like a kid looking through his grandfather's eyeglasses. Just a blurry mess. You know what? This is actually pissing me off. The 360 shouldn't look this bad. I'm not saying it should be better than the PS3, but sure as hell better than this. I need to bring in the 360 disc game playing on the Xbox One X to see if any of this nonsense is improved. Whoa, now that is a great improvement. The god-awful blurriness is now gone. Also, the PS3 does have shadows, as you can see here. If we zoom in on Wheatley's eye, the honeycomb pattern is really visible on Windows and Xbox One X. Also, the aperture logo isn't legible on the PS3 or 360. Here in the Switch tube, they all look pretty good. Zooming in 350%, the 360 actually is more visible than the PS3, and the PC is best. When the claw comes down in this scene, all console versions get a motion blur, but this doesn't happen on the Windows. It's probably something deselected in the option screens, but I'm not really too sure. When Wheatley gets grabbed, the animation on the One X is a bit different for some reason, and I have all of these perfectly timed, and then it does go back to being synced. And lastly, zooming in a bit, the 360 Wheatley just looks awful, but the One X in this scenario does seem to be the best looking one. So I can't really compare the Nintendo Switch version, but there are some screenshots I got from the Nintendo's EU official website. Assuming these are actual shots from the Switch version, we can see the visuals are very crisp and the switches in the far background are pretty sharp. The visuals are better than the PlayStation 3 and 360. I'd say One X and PC are still better, but the Nintendo Switches looks better though. In the next example, it almost appears the Switch version will look as good as my Ultra settings on PC, or they are just using PC screenshots on their website. Let's zoom in on this crazy bitch face. It would appear the Switch looks as good as my PC, but also note the One X has definitely enhanced the 360 version. PS3 isn't too bad, I definitely hit that. Well, that's all I can really show, as the trailer is too low res, and I just don't believe these screenshots I got from the EU Nintendo website are legit. They could be, but I just can't prove that they are. Portal 2 is such a great game, and on PC you can download hundreds of fan-created levels that it just makes this game pretty much endless. I don't really know why the 360 looks so bad, but man, it's just pretty awful. And the worst thing is, it shouldn't be. So I'm not getting paid for this, I got this wallet for free, so this review is an honest one, and this is the Ekster Parliament wallet. This color here is the steel blue, and it's available in 9 colors. It comes in this cool premium leather with this built-in aluminum card holder, which awesomely fans out your credit cards. This thing is so fun to do, by the way. I get compliments every time I pay for something when they see these cards just pop right out. Ekster also offers a tracker card which you can purchase separately to make your wallet and or phone unlosable. Press this button twice to find your phone or use the app from the Play Store to locate your wallet. Again, I'm not getting paid for this, and I absolutely love this wallet. And if you want one today, click the affiliate link below in my description or the pinned comment. I'll earn 10% per sale, so please help this small YouTuber out. Plus, you'll get this dope ass wallet. click the affiliate link down below. Anywho, that's been my side-by-side of Portal 2. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Please do leave a like on the video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Until next time, take it easy.